still following through with my series on characters on social media, and those I would follow if they were on social media. I've decided to move on to Snapchat. I'm not sure. I think this would be the last video I'm doing in the series. I'm not sure yet, unless there's a social media that I totally missed that you are active on and you want me to do for the series, and then I'll do it. So just drop it down in the comments down below if there's any social media that you're active on that you think I should talk about characters possibly being on there. So just drop them down in the comments down below. And like I say, if it is that you've been watching my content and you've been enjoying it but you're not yet subscribed, click on that subscribe button. But let me go on to talk about characters on Snapchat that I would absolutely be actively following. Starting with Bryce Adelaide Quinlan. Before the devastation, that was the end of the first part of this book. If you've read this book, you understand what I mean by the devastation. But before the devastation, I would totally follow Bryce on Snapchat. You know, our Snapchat would be absolutely lit. She'll be taking us to all the fancy bars and all the places she's been to. She'll be showing us Jessica's collection and all the antiquities that they've been able to acquire. Following Bryce on Snapchat would have you hungering for life, at least before the devastation happened. But yes, I totally would follow Bryce's Snapchat. I will follow her because also by following her, by extension, she will feature Danica in some, she'll feature Fury, she'll feature Jennifer, and I'm totally here for that. So yeah, I totally would be actively following Bryce on Snapchat if she was to have a Snapchat. Second character I'll be following on Snapchat will be Daisy Jones of Daisy Jones and the Six. I mean, come on, she's a fucking rock star, and I think Snapchats are made for rock stars. And even after it is that they disbanded and she walked away, people would still actively follow her on Snapchat because we want to know the rest of her story. We want to know what direction her life will take. We want to know exactly what she would do next. And yeah, I keep saying people. I am the one that would actively be following her on Snapchat and just telling her to feed me all the content that she can possibly feed me. So Daisy Jones, everybody. And then there's Binti of Lady Carabas. Binti, I mean, think about it. She's finally leaving home and going to a university in outer space. We will get a bird's eye view to all of our intergalactical adventures. We will be seeing enemy life forms, but she'll be the one dealing with them, and we'll just be watching through her and being so entertained because we know ultimately she would survive and she would kick ass. But our Snapchat would be lit. We will be having the time of our lives. We'll be taking in the entire universe in all its beauty through her snap. So if you're not going to be actively following Binti on her Snapchat, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Because it's Binti on her Snapchat. You should absolutely be following her. Absolutely be following her. And am I just actively talking like this character is real and she actually has a Snapchat that you'll be following? Yes, I'm taking this person out. Follow Binti. Follow Binti. Should she come alive and have a Snapchat, of course, but follow Binti. And then there's Janet and Elliot from Lev Grossman's The Magicians. Of course, Janet, we know Janet by her show name, Margot. And this is a bit biased more towards the show characters, but I totally think that because these two are having a blast, they are living the time of their lives. Sure, their lives can be fucking horrifying, but sometimes when it's not so horrifying and sometimes when they just need a break from all the horrifyingness, you know that their social life is lit. Their party call card is filled to the brim. These two know how to party. These two know how to live the best of their lives. So I totally would be following the two of them on Snapchat if they had it, and I'll be having a blast. So yeah, I kind of did cheat because these are two characters, but yeah, I don't care. The sixth person on my list though is also from this series, the magician, to be precise, Penny, or as we call him in the books, William. Penny, or as is also known, William. Like, Penny is a traveler. All he has to do is visualize a place and he's there, and he can travel to different countries, he can travel across worlds, he can even probably find himself in certain universes if he can picture them in his mind. So his travel adventures will be so lit. we'll be getting a bird's eye view to other worlds, other countries, other universes, all through Penny. And if you're someone that cannot afford to go on vacation like 4 or 5 times a year, following Penny on Snapchat would help you with that, because you can visualize yourself there. And who knows, if you catch his fancy, or if you're able to get his attention, it might just take you on the next trip. I'm just saying, if there was a way in which I could meet Penny in real life, be like, yo Penny, what's up? Like, I've always wanted to travel to Aruba, for example. Please take me to Aruba. I'm certain that you'll be able to travel me to Aruba. Like, it's Penny, it's what he does. So yeah, the 6th character I would totally be following on Snapchat. If he was on Snapchat, it's totally Penny. Like, totally. And then there's Evie O'Neill from The Diviners by Libra Bray. Because you know, the minute that girl gets to New York, she would have her phone, she'll be glued to her phone, taking in all the sights, letting us know, showing us the entirety of New York, both the glamorous part and the glitzy part, and the seedy underbelly that has a serial killer on the loose, killing people in order to resurrect himself and bring about the end of the world. So you know she's going to capture everything, because Evie does not understand the word discretion, and even though sometimes it can be detrimental to her, it pays us for her to not understand the word discretion, because that means she'll be taking us on all her adventures. Like, I mean it. Evie, I will totally follow Evie on Snapchat, if anything, so that I can take in New York in all its whateverness, glory, amazingness, seedy underbelly, everything. I want to experience everything, and you would experience it all with Evie. And it will be very entertaining when she's trying to catch a ghost and when she has to fight the supernatural, because you know she's also going to be showing us all of that on Snapchat, and we'll still be following that, because better you than us, Evie, better you than us. Another person that will most likely be on Snapchat and that I will follow in a heartbeat, it's Monty. Yes, Monty from The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Like, Monty is going on a grand tour of Europe, and there's no better platform with which you'll be able to chronicle and capture these adventures than on Snapchat, because Monty is a live in the moment kind of guy. He's not going to want to be on Instagram where he'll be permanently there. No, he wants to seize the moment, live in it, move on to another moment. That's just how he is, and we'll be there following him on Snapchat, enjoying the rest of his journey. I mean, my bisexual son is going to just be living his best life, and we'll be living that life right alongside him on Snapchat, and it will just be lit. It will be absolutely lit. So yeah, Monty from The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, everybody, will totally be on Snapchat. I can sense it. Someone else I'll be following on Snapchat, Anna Donnelly from Gemini by J. Christoph and Amy Kaufman. I'm not going to rehash my old beef with everything that went down with J. Christoph on Twitter. That's just, I have a video I made for that. I'm still slightly miffed, so, but this would always be one of my favorite books, so I'm not going to let him take that away from me. Like, nope. If J.K. Rowling could not pull it off with Harry Potter, he totally will not be able to pull that off from me, so no. So like I was saying, Anna Donnelly from Gemini, which is part of the Illuminate Files series by J. Christopher and Amy Kaufman. Anna, you know Anna, this is prior to everything that went down later on in the book, but you know Anna will totally be on Snapchat. Like, she likes to party, she likes getting dusted, she's living her life on the high side. And if she was on Instagram, it would mean that those things will be permanently captured, which means that father will be able to experience it. But I think that the 24-hourness transient nature of Snapchat will totally fit our lifestyle. So she'll be giving us party, she'll be giving us face, she'll be flirting, she'll be having a blast, she will be showing us what life is like living on a spaceship in outer space, you know, and we will just love every moment of it with her, because it's Anna Donnelly. And also she would be doing all of this with that face. With that face. Yeah. Totally. I'm totally going to be following Anna Donnelly on her Snapchat, and I will just be living, even especially in the moments when she's like, you know, kicking ass and doing martial arts. Like, we'll just be like, is there anything this girl cannot do? She'll be partying hard on Friday night, and then Saturday morning she'll be there in the training room kicking ass, you know, learning Krav Maga, and we'll just be like, we stand. So I will totally follow her on Snapchat. She will totally be on Snapchat, and I'll totally be following her on Snapchat. And then finally, there's Susanna from the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Lily Taylor. Susanna would be on Snapchat. She would, like, you know, show us the making of her puppet. She would have Carol phone in hand, capturing her, doing her puppeteering, and when she's done, she'll take us on our travels around the world with Carabas. She'll show us the Kirin hometown. You know, she'll show us Chimera and Seraphim working hand in hand together, and we'll be having a blast. And she will not want any of these things to be on Instagram because, I repeat, things that are captured forever, a bit iffy. But on Snapchat with the 24-hour circle, yeah. And it's something, you know, that Susanna will live for the mystery of it. The oh, you better catch it before it's gone-ness of Snapchat. You just can't tell it because it's Susanna. That's what she does best. So yeah, she's the 10th character I totally will be following on Snapchat, and I know our Snapchat will be lit. So yeah, those are 10 characters in all that I will be following on Snapchat. Let me know down in the comments down below. Who are some characters you'll be following on Snapchat if they are the Snapchat? And like I said earlier, if it is that there's another social media, you think that if there's another social media platform you want to see me do as part of the series, let me know down in the comments down below so I can, you know, take my time, make my notes, and fit them, match them, make them make sense. But yeah, that is this video. If you liked it, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you want to, and if you do decide to subscribe, do not forget to click on that notification bell so you can know the minute I have a new video go up. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'll see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.